Ladies and gentlemen, everybody's talking about exercise. Run more, lift more, sweat more, but let me tell you something. Longevity, it's not just about how many miles you log on a treadmill. It's about something deeper. You wake up every morning, why? That's the real question. The people who live the longest don't just wake up to pass time. They wake up with something driving them forward. They have something to look forward to, something to work towards, something that makes them want to get out of bed. Purpose is not just a fancy word, it's fuel. It keeps the heart beating, the mind sharp, and the spirit strong. When you have a reason to live, you find the strength to push through the tough days, to overcome obstacles, to fight off sickness, and to keep moving even when life tries to slow you down. Look at the longest living communities in the world, those places where people regularly make it to 100, still active, still engaged. You know what they have in common? They all have a sense of purpose. Whether it's taking care of their families, tending to their gardens, teaching the younger generation, or simply being part of something bigger than themselves, they have a role. They feel needed, and that's the secret. When you feel like the world still needs you, your body and mind work to keep you here. Think about it. The moment people retire and have nothing to do, their health often declines. They go from being active, engaged, and full of life to sitting around, searching for meaning, feeling like they've been put on the sidelines. That's when problems creep in, depression, sickness, weakness. But those who stay busy, those who stay involved, who find new goals and new passions, they thrive. Their bodies respond to their will to live. It doesn't have to be some grand, world-changing mission. Purpose isn't about fame or money. It's about what matters to you. It could be as simple as taking care of a pet, mentoring someone younger, creating something with your hands, or even just waking up determined to be a source of kindness in the world. What matters is that it matters to you. Science backs this up. Studies show that people with a strong sense of purpose have lower stress levels, healthier hearts, and even stronger immune systems. They heal faster, they fight off disease better. And why? Because the body follows the mind. If your mind believes it has something important to do, it keeps the body in the fight. Look at the greats, the ones who kept going well into old age. They didn't slow down because they had something pulling them forward. Purpose doesn't just add years to your life, it adds life to your years. So if you want to live long, don't just focus on staying busy, focus on staying needed. Wake up with a reason, and you'll wake up for many, many years to come. The people around you shape your life more than you realize. They influence how you think, how you feel, and even how long you live. If you want to live a long, fulfilling life, you need to be intentional about who you allow into your space. Energy is contagious. Spend enough time around negativity, and it will drain you. Spend time around people who uplift you, and you'll find yourself feeling lighter, stronger, and more capable. Think about the people in your life. Do they bring out the best in you? Do they support your goals? Do they encourage you when times get tough? Or do they fill your mind with doubt, stress, and unnecessary drama? The truth is, the wrong company can be toxic. Constant negativity, complaining, and gossiping don't just bring down your mood, they weigh on your soul. Over time, they can drain your spirit, weaken your immune system, and make life feel like a burden instead of a gift. Now, look at the other side. When you surround yourself with people who inspire you, people who believe in you, something shifts. You feel more confident. You take better care of yourself. You start aiming higher because you see what's possible. Encouraging, positive people help you push through challenges instead of making you feel like giving up. They remind you of your strength. They remind you of your worth. And that's powerful. Science backs this up. Studies show that people who have strong, supportive social circles live longer and healthier lives. Loneliness, on the other hand, is as harmful as smoking or obesity. The human heart thrives on connection. We weren't meant to walk this journey alone. We need companionship, laughter, love, and deep conversations that feed the soul. But it's not just about avoiding negative people, it's about actively choosing the right ones. Seek out those who challenge you to grow, who celebrate your wins, who stand by you in your struggles. Be around people who make you laugh, who make life feel lighter, who remind you to enjoy the journey. It's not about quantity, it's about quality. A few good people are worth more than a crowd of the wrong ones. And here's something even more important. You have to be that person too. If you want positive, uplifting people in your life, you need to be one. Give encouragement, support others, spread good energy. When you do that, you naturally attract the kind of people who will do the same for you. Living a long life isn't just about diet and exercise. It's about who you spend your time with. The right people don't just add years to your life, they add life to your years. So choose wisely, because the company you keep shapes the future you live. Your grandparents didn't count calories, obsess over diet trends, or worry about the latest superfood. They ate real food, simple, whole, and unprocessed. And that's exactly why they lived longer, healthier lives. If you want to give yourself the best chance at a long and vibrant life, you don't need a complicated nutrition plan. You just need to go back to the basics. Think about how food was prepared in the past. Meals were cooked from scratch using fresh ingredients. Vegetables came from the garden, not a plastic bag. Meat came from a local farm, not a factory. There were no artificial preservatives, no chemicals, no labels filled with words no one could pronounce. Food was food, and it nourished the body the way nature intended. Now, look at today. Grocery store shelves are packed with processed foods, artificial additives, and things designed to last longer on the shelf rather than fuel your health. Fast food is convenient, but it's loaded with ingredients that do more harm than good. People today are overfed but undernourished. They're eating more than ever, yet their bodies are starving for real nutrients. The result? More disease, more fatigue, and shorter lifespans. Your grandparents ate seasonally. They didn't have access to strawberries in winter or tomatoes all year round. They ate what was fresh, local, and in season. That meant their bodies received the nutrients they needed at the right time. There's a reason nature grows different foods at different times of the year, because they support the body's needs for that season. They also practiced moderation. Meals were balanced, portions were reasonable, and food wasn't wasted. They didn't snack mindlessly all day because food was respected. Eating was intentional. Meals were shared with family, and there was a rhythm to the way they ate. Compare that to today's culture of constant eating, oversized portions, and mindless snacking in front of screens. It's no wonder health problems have skyrocketed. Another key difference: fermented foods were common. Your grandparents had homemade yogurt, pickles, sauerkraut, and other naturally probiotic-rich foods that supported gut health. Today, most people are missing those natural probiotics, and instead they're dealing with digestive issues, inflammation, and weakened immune system. And let's not forget sugar. In the past, sugar was a treat, not an everyday habit. It wasn't hidden in everything like it is now. Today, sugar sneaks into almost everything, from bread to sauces to drinks, leading to obesity, diabetes, and countless other health issues. Your grandparents didn't drink soda with every meal. They drank water, herbal teas, and broths that nourish their bodies instead of harming them. If you want to eat for longevity, you don't need a fancy diet. Just eat the way your grandparents did. Whole foods, fresh ingredients, home-cooked meals, and mindful eating. It's not about restriction. It's about returning to what works. The best diet isn't a trend. It's a tradition. Movement is life. Your body was designed to move, but not just for the sake of burning calories or looking good in a mirror. Movement should have meaning, intention, and purpose. It should be a natural part of your day, not just something squeezed into a strict workout routine. People who live long, active lives don't spend hours at the gym obsessing over exercise. They simply stay in motion through the way they live. Look at the longest living people in the world. They aren't running marathons or lifting heavy weights in a gym. They are walking, gardening, carrying groceries, tending to their homes, and staying physically engaged in everyday activities. Their bodies stay strong because movement is built into their lifestyle, not something separate from it. They walk to visit friends instead of driving everywhere. They work in their gardens, clean their homes, cook their own meals, and do physical tasks that keep their muscles and joints engaged. Modern life, on the other hand, has made people too sedentary. Technology has replaced physical effort. Instead of walking, people drive. Instead of using their hands, they rely on machines. Instead of moving throughout the day, they sit for hours and then try to make up for it with a 30-minute workout. But that's not how the body works. The body thrives on consistent, natural movement, not just short bursts of intense exercise. Movement with purpose also means enjoying how you move. It should never feel like punishment. If you dread exercise, you're doing it wrong. The best movement is the kind that feels fulfilling. Dance because the music moves you. Walk because the fresh air refreshes your mind. Stretch because your body craves it. Play with your kids. Take the stairs. Ride a bike. Swim in the ocean. Find ways to move that bring joy, not stress. Another important factor is variety. Your body adapts quickly, and repetitive motion can lead to imbalance or injury. That's why purposeful movement involves different types of activity. Some days it might be a long walk. Other days it might be lifting something heavy, stretching, or playing a sport. The key is to keep the body engaged in different ways so that it stays strong and flexible. Balance is another overlooked aspect of movement. As people age, one of the biggest risks to their health isn't illness, it's falling. Strong legs, stable joints, and good coordination are essential for longevity. That's why natural movements like squatting, bending, and standing on one leg are more important than lifting the heaviest weights or running the fastest mile. Strength isn't just about muscle, it's about control, stability, and endurance. Ultimately, movement should be woven into your life, not forced into a tight schedule. The goal isn't just to exercise, it's to live actively. When movement becomes something you enjoy, something that helps you connect with the world around you, you'll not only stay healthy, you'll stay alive. Stress is one of the biggest silent killers. It creeps into your life, weighs you down, and slowly steals your energy, your health, and even your years. The body wasn't designed to live in a constant state of worry and tension. It was built to handle short bursts of stress, to run from danger, to face a challenge, to push through a difficult moment. But in today's world, stress has become an everyday companion. People are stressed about work, money, relationships, the future, things that never seem to go away. This kind of stress doesn't just affect your mood, it affects your body in ways most people don't even realize. Chronic stress weakens the immune system, raises blood pressure, damages the heart, and speeds up aging. It creates inflammation, which is linked to nearly every major disease, from cancer to Alzheimer's. It affects sleep, digestion, and mental clarity. People spend so much time worrying about eating the right foods and exercising, but if they're constantly stressed, it undoes all of that effort. Stress takes more than it gives. That's why learning to let go, to breathe, to shift your perspective is just as important as any diet or fitness plan. And what's the best way to combat stress? Laughter. Laughter is like a natural medicine for the mind and body. It lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, and releases endorphins, the feel-good chemicals. It relaxes the muscles, boosts circulation, and even strengthens the immune system. People who laugh often have better heart health, lower blood pressure, and a stronger ability to fight off illness. More than that, laughter brings joy. It reminds you not to take life too seriously. It shifts your focus from problems to possibilities. But laughter doesn't just happen, you have to invite it into your life. Surround yourself with people who make you smile. Watch movies or shows that genuinely make you laugh. Find humor in the little things. Don't wait for happiness to come to you. Seek it out. Some of the longest living people in the world all share a common trait. They don't let stress control them. They know how to laugh even in difficult times. They understand that life is unpredictable, full of ups and downs. But that doesn't mean they have to carry the weight of every problem on their shoulders. Another way to reduce stress is by changing your perspective. Ask yourself, will this matter 5 years from now? Most of the things people stress over are temporary. Worrying doesn't change the outcome, it only steals today's peace. Learn to let go of what you can't control. Spend more time with people who bring you peace. Practice gratitude. Laugh at your mistakes instead of beating yourself up over them. At the end of the day, life is meant to be enjoyed. No amount of stress will change the past, and no amount of worry will control the future. But laughter, that will make the journey lighter, the days brighter, and the years longer. The mind is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it stays. But if you let it sit idle, if you stop challenging it, it weakens. A sharp mind isn't just about intelligence, it's about staying engaged, curious, and open to learning. The people who live the longest and healthiest lives don't just take care of their bodies, they take care of their minds. They keep learning, thinking, questioning, and exploring. They never let their minds grow stagnant. One of the best ways to keep your mind sharp is to stay curious. Ask questions, read books, learn new skills. When you challenge your brain with new information, you create new neural pathways, keeping your cognitive function strong. People who continue learning throughout life have a lower risk of memory loss and cognitive decline. It's not about going back to school. It's about keeping a student mindset, whether it's picking up a new language, playing an instrument, or just diving into a subject that interests you. Engaging your brain keeps it young. Another key factor is problem solving. Your brain thrives on challenges. That's why activities like puzzles, chess, strategy games, and even creative thinking exercises are so effective at maintaining mental sharpness. When you solve problems, your brain strengthens its connections, making it more resilient to aging. Instead of always looking for the easy way out, embrace challenges. Train your brain the way you would train a muscle, by making it work. Social interaction also plays a huge role in keeping the mind sharp. Conversations force you to think, respond, and process information in real time. Engaging in discussions, debating ideas, and even sharing stories all keep the brain active. Loneliness and isolation, on the other hand, have been linked to cognitive decline. People who stay socially connected, who engage in deep, meaningful conversations, tend to maintain their mental agility far longer than those who withdraw from social life. Physical health is deeply connected to brain health. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain, improving memory and mental function. Eating brain-boosting foods like leafy greens, nuts, fish, and berries helps protect against cognitive decline. Sleep is another major factor. Without proper rest, the brain doesn't get the chance to repair and reset. Poor sleep leads to memory loss, slower thinking, and an increased risk of neurological diseases. If you want to keep your mind sharp, you have to take care of your body too. One of the biggest threats to mental sharpness is routine. Doing the same thing every day without variety can cause the brain to slow down. The mind needs new experiences, new challenges, and new environments to stay active. Travel, meet new people, try new foods, take different routes. Breaking routine forces the brain to adapt, keeping it flexible and engaged. A sharp mind is a mind that stays active. It doesn't matter how old you are. If you keep thinking, learning, and challenging yourself, your mind will stay strong. The moment you stop using it is the moment it starts to fade. Faith, gratitude, and love are more than just emotions or beliefs. They are the foundation of a life well lived. They give meaning to our days, strengthen our struggles, and joy in our victories. The people who live the longest, the ones who reach 100 with a smile on their face and light in their eyes, often have these three things deeply embedded in their lives. They trust in something greater than themselves, they appreciate what they have, and they surround themselves with love. These are not just feel-good ideas. They have a direct impact on mental, emotional, and even physical health. Faith, in whatever form it takes, provides a sense of purpose. It offers comfort in difficult times and hope when things seem uncertain. It reminds us that life is bigger than just our individual struggles. Whether through religion, spirituality, or simply a deep belief in something greater, faith creates resilience. It reduces stress, strengthens emotional well-being, and even improves health. Studies have shown that people with strong faith often experience lower blood pressure, stronger immune systems, and a longer lifespan. They face hardships with a different mindset, knowing they are not alone, that there is meaning in the journey, even when the path is difficult. Gratitude changes everything. It shifts the focus from what is lacking to what is abundant. In a world that constantly pushes people to want more, gratitude is the secret to contentment. It is not about ignoring problems or pretending life is perfect, but about choosing to see the good that exists, even in the smallest moments. People who practice gratitude daily, who wake up thankful, who find joy in simple things, experience less anxiety, less depression, and a stronger sense of happiness. Gratitude rewires the brain, creating positive thought patterns that make life feel richer and more fulfilling. It is not happiness that makes people grateful, it is gratitude that makes people happy. And then there is love, the most powerful force of all. Love is what keeps people connected, what gives life its deepest meaning. It is not just romantic love, but the love shared between friends, family, and even strangers. Love heals, it strengthens the heart, both physically and emotionally. People who feel love and who express love live longer, healthier lives. They experience lower stress, stronger immunity, and a greater sense of well-being. Love is about giving, not just receiving. The more love you put into the world, the more it comes back to you. It is found in kindness, in patience, in the way you treat others. It is what makes life worth living. Faith gives you strength, gratitude gives you joy, and love gives you connection. Together, they create a life filled with purpose, happiness, and longevity. The secret to a long and meaningful life is not just in what you eat or how much you exercise, it is in how deeply you believe, how often you give thanks, and how much you love.